Emma Johnson was a 16-year-old girl with a kind heart and a big imagination. She lived with her parents in a small, cozy house in the suburbs. Her father, Mike, was a mechanic, and her mother, Laura, worked part-time at the local grocery store. They weren't rich, but they loved Emma deeply and did their best to give her a happy life. Emma was smart, creative, and funny, but deep down she always felt out of place. At school, she was surrounded by kids who wore designer clothes, drove fancy cars, and went on extravagant vacations. Her classmates flaunted their wealth, and even though no one openly bullied her, Emma always felt invisible. She wanted to fit in, to be noticed, and most importantly, to feel like she belonged. One Monday morning, everything changed. Emma was sitting with a group of popular kids at lunch. The leader of the group, a confident girl named Sophia, was talking about her family's weekend trip to Paris. Everyone listened in awe, asking questions about the Eiffel Tower and the fancy restaurants. Emma felt like she was shrinking into her seat, but then Sophia turned to her. "What about you, Emma? What did you do this weekend?" Sophia asked, flashing a perfect smile. Emma froze. She thought about her weekend spent helping her mom organize coupons and fixing her dad's old truck. She couldn't say that. Without thinking, she blurted, "Oh, we went to New York. My dad has some business there." The table went silent for a moment. Then Sophia's eyes lit up. "New York? That's so cool. What does your dad do?" Emma panicked. He owns a chain of car dealerships." Sophia raised an eyebrow but didn't question her further. The other kids seemed impressed, and for the first time Emma felt like she was being noticed. The attention felt intoxicating. The lie didn't stop there. Over the next few weeks, Emma added more layers to her story. She told her classmates that her family had a beach house, that her mom was a fashion designer, and that they were planning a vacation to Italy. The more she talked, the more people wanted to be around her. Sophia even invited Emma to join her group permanently. For the first time, Emma felt like she belonged. But keeping up the lie was exhausting. She spent hours researching luxury brands and exotic destinations just to sound convincing. She'd sit in her room late at night, practicing her stories in front of the mirror. Her parents started to notice her odd behavior. "Why are you looking up private jets on your laptop?" her dad asked one evening. "I'm just curious," Emma said quickly, shutting the screen. Mike exchanged a worried glance with Laura, but they didn't press her further. One day, Sophia announced she was throwing a huge party at her house. It was going to be a glamorous event with a DJ, catering, and even a red carpet. "You have to come, Emma," Sophia said. "And bring your family. I'd love to meet them." Emma's stomach dropped. She couldn't bring her parents. They didn't even own a car that wasn't covered in rust. She tried to think of an excuse, but Sophia wouldn't take no for an answer. "Don't worry about a ride. I'll send my driver to pick you up," Sophia said, smiling. Emma spent the next few days in a state of panic. She couldn't let Sophia meet her real family, but she also couldn't back out of the party without raising suspicion. Desperate, she came up with a plan. She told Sophia that her parents were out of town and couldn't make it, but she would come alone. When the night of the party arrived, Emma borrowed a dress from her neighbor, who worked as a seamstress. It wasn't designer, but it looked elegant enough. She told her parents she was going to a friend's house for a school project and took the bus to Sophia's mansion. The house was enormous, with sparkling chandeliers and a pool that looked like something out of a magazine. Emma felt like she had stepped into another world. As she walked through the crowd, she could feel people staring at her. For a moment she felt proud. She had made it. But then Sophia's older brother, James, approached her. "So you're the girl from the car dealership family, huh?" he said, smirking. "What's the name of the company?" Emma hesitated. Johnson Motors." James raised an eyebrow. "Never heard of it? Where are your parents tonight?" "They're in Europe," Emma said, her voice trembling. James didn't say anything, but Emma could tell he was suspicious. She spent the rest of the night avoiding him, her heart pounding in her chest. The next day at school, Emma's worst fear came true. James had looked up Johnson Motors online and found nothing. He told Sophia, who confronted Emma in front of the entire group at lunch. "Is it true?" Sophia demanded. "Did you lie about everything?" Emma's face turned red. She tried to deny it, but the evidence was overwhelming. One by one, the group turned their backs on her. Sophia's final words stung the most. "You didn't have to lie to us. But now, we can't trust you." Emma spent the next few weeks eating lunch alone. The whispers and stares in the hallways were unbearable. Even the kids who weren't part of Sophia's group avoided her. One evening, Emma finally broke down and told her parents everything. Mike and Laura were shocked but supportive. "We love you for who you are, Emma," her mom said. "You don't need to pretend to be someone else." Emma decided to make things right. She wrote letters to Sophia and the others, apologizing for her lies. Some of them forgave her, but things were never the same. It took a long time, but Emma eventually found a new group of friends who liked her for who she was, not who she pretended to be. Looking back, Emma realized that trying to fit in had cost her more than she ever imagined. She learned the hard way that honesty and self-acceptance are far more valuable than any lie could ever be. And though it was painful, Emma grew stronger. She stopped trying to impress others and started focusing on the things that truly mattered: her family, her real friends, and being true to herself. And that's the story, guys. I hope you enjoyed this journey as much as I did in creating it. If you did, please don't forget to subscribe to our channel and hit that bell icon so you never miss a new adventure. And if you really loved it, share this story with your friends and family. Let's spread the word together. Thank you for watching, and until next time, keep dreaming, keep believing, and keep exploring. Hope to see you soon. Bye.